With new systems being implemented, the strike down of the old ones is a pretty natural process. What we have for you today is a significant update that must not be missed by you if you hold any interest in the reserve rights. This update will make a massive difference in your portfolio if you miss it, making it extremely important for you to stay tuned until the end of this video and take necessary actions based on your portfolio and due diligence. Welcome back to another video on this channel, where we will be dealing with a few of the most important updates about your privacy and various cryptocurrencies. Today's update will be very important for those who hold any interest in the RSR. The recent announcement of the contract update has been raising a lot of questions in the market with indefinite ambiguities, creating a bit of a panic. Our motive here is to clarify a few of these ambiguities and to reduce the panic to the greatest extent. Show us some support by hitting the like button and subscribe to this channel to never miss out on any of the important updates. Also, make sure you turn on the post notification for this channel. The steps we mentioned earlier will help you stay updated and help you participate in our monthly giveaway of $30. Oh, make sure you leave a comment below this video to ascertain your participation in this giveaway further. This will help you start your journey into investments and the world of cryptocurrency. How about this for your start into financial freedom? Let's get started. There are several reasons why we notice severe changes in the ecosystem. While there could be more serious lacunas in the system, many, at times, it could just be for an important update or a step up in a system. The latter is, in fact, the case when it comes to RSR. The date of launch of Mainnet coming closer and closer is the main cause for the update in the contracts of RSR. Hence, it is very important for this step to take place smoothly and to make sure there are no significant issues in the ecosystem that could hamper the overall efficiency of the system. For those who are looking forward to answers, in a nutshell, investors investing, managing, or staking in the liquidity pool that includes RSR, say, for example, the Uniswap RSR/WETH pair, it will be very important for you to stay tuned and keep an eye out on the updates therein. The final changes in the RSR, although minimal, are crucial for the smoother performance of the entire system. It is also imperative to ensure that the RSR token is updated at the mainnet launch one final time. This will add any other functionalities that are required for the full protocol, which means that this will be one of the final touches to the entire system that will help the system perform in the most efficient manner. The name of this change is ERC20 Permit, which is coming from the EIP 2612. The benefit that will be derived through this is that the staking of the RSR coin will now be achievable through just a single step. This means that one will not have to execute a separate allowance of transactions each time a transaction is initiated. In simpler words, the time taken to complete a transaction will reduce each time. Apart from this, it was also interesting to note that a lot of investors also used a system called the Lock My Tokens Forever, which helps in freezing their RSR coins until the token update is completed. Once the upgrade is completed, the tokens so frozen will later be transferable. This system helps them to make full use of the update at all times unless the tokens are upgraded to suit the needs of the ecosystem. As the protocol deploys to its full capacity, all of the admin controls of the system will be given up irrevocably. Now, let us head on to the most important part. What should I do as an RSR holder? If you currently hold RSR in a centralized exchange, for example, Binance, etc., or Popular Wallet, for example, Trezor, Ledger, Trust Wallet, both software and hardware, you don't need to do anything. The reserve team is currently contacting all relevant entities to update the RSR contact address, which will automatically update your RSR balance to the new contract. However, if you are currently staking RSR on a decentralized platform, such as Uniswap, Balancer, or Bancor, you must withdraw your funds before January 13, 2022, 2359 UTC. Otherwise, your tokens will be irreversibly locked forever. The reason behind this is that these decentralized platforms use hard-coded contract addresses for each pool. After January 13, 2022, 2359 UTC, the current RSR contract used in these pools will not allow any transactions. Strike pool administrators must also update the RSR contract by January 13, 2022 to continue using deposits and withdrawals. What if I don't withdraw my RSR from a decentralized platform? In such a situation, it is essential for you to retrieve all your funds before 11:59 p.m. UTC of 13th January 2022. This is extremely important, as non-compliance to this will lead to an irreversible lockdown of your funds. Your RSR will be irreversibly locked in the strike pool forever, with no option for refund. The reason for this is that these decentralized platforms have been using a hard-coded contract address for each of their pools. If you try to interact with the current RSR contract after January 13, 2022, 23:59 UTC, the transaction will be reversed and you will still be charged an ETH fee. In some pools, for example on Uniswap, the other tokens you have in the pool are also not withdrawable, causing you to lose both your RSR and, for example, WETH. Keep in mind that you need to be compliant with either one of the terms to be able to use your tokens after the update. That is, you must either be on a centralized platform or you must be holding your funds on a prevalent exchange. Though the team is on their way to contacting each and every popular exchange, if you think there may be chances of yours not being on that list, it will be better for you to retrieve your funds prior to the date mentioned earlier. The team also announced that the new contract address would also be published before the 13th of January 2022 on their website, which can be used in the future. The next important question that you may have through this update is, what if you are an exchange, wallet, staking pool manager holding RSR? If this is the case, all you need to do is update the RSR contract to the new contract whenever it gets published on their website. We will share all these links below to give you quick access to necessary sites you need to check. The best part about this entire process will be that the transfer of tokens from the old RSR to the new one will be automated. To explain further, the new contract will be aware of the old ones, so this means that the old RSR's balances will be used up as the starting balances of the new RSR's balances. This way, the system stays in a loop and keeps the hard part limited to the system, without the users having to know about it at all. Now, to understand how this works, we would love to take you to the transfer and balance of features. The only step involved to get this task done is to override both these features. This will execute the task that we have wanted to execute. So, as you noticed, the change in technology is perhaps one of the best things that could ever happen to this system. It will therefore be very important for you to be crystal clear of your status and make a decision in your best interest and to suit all your needs. A change, or even better, an upgrade in the system, will help the developers analyze and rectify all of the major issues present in the ecosystem. This will also help in making sure that there aren't any lacuna while being able to implement certain new features, being admired by the users. The communication between the users, investors, and developers, therefore, becomes a key to this entire process. In fact, the upgrade going on in reserve rights is also one of the important ones, since it helps the system develop and expand the applications available for it in the ecosystem. We hope this video helped you gain all of the important updates about the RSR. Keep in mind that you need to be holding the funds in a centralized or in a well-known exchange to make sure your tokens do not get irrevocably locked. In case you have any doubts on whether your exchange falls under the definition of the term well-known exchanges, to be on the safer side, we would recommend you to retrieve your funds and, therefore, make the best out of this update. Hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and also let us know in the comments section about the kind of video you would want to see in the upcoming times. Until then, keep investing.